Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. Great article here from Mobile World Life. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So T-Mobile's technology chief, if that's what you want to call him, recently presented again at Mobile World Congress. And it looks like he had a separate interview with Mobile World Live. And I'll link like I said, I'll link this article in the description so you guys can check it out. So I think just my take on all of this, right? The 5G SA, the core, right? Swapping out the core, adding a new core. I think that's all fine. I think that's still part of traditional networking, and it's just something that you have to do if you want to move over to a standalone 5G network without any assistance from 4G. But everything else that they plan on doing on the T-Mobile side, I think it's a bit of a risk that comes with some uncertainty, like AI RAN. Nobody's ever done RAN in the AI. That's completely new. And that's what T-Mobile is going to use in the future, apparently, to future-proof the network. And, you know, that's what they're going to use to head into 6G. 5G advanced, those benefits, that's all part of the 5G core and still part of the traditional build. But I think the AI RAN is where it becomes tricky, and it's a bit of a risk taking, in my opinion. They're also discussing the satellite. You guys have heard me talk about that. It's just not going to replace terrestrial networks. It's not even going to get close, in my opinion. And if it ever does, it's going to require a significant investment over the years. It's not just something, I'm going to put a couple of satellites up there and see how it goes. No, you're going to have to continue to add more satellites. You're going to have to continue to upgrade those satellites with more technology, perhaps in the future, more spectrum, right? As the carriers get more spectrum in the future, maybe they dedicate some of that for satellites, who knows? But that's just where I feel that's heading if it's taken more serious. And at that point, the carriers likely have to make an investment towards that. And I don't know if you're going to get a return on that investment per se. I don't see it just yet. I don't know if anybody's going to pay for the feature, if it is a paid feature, right? If you have to pay to get access to a satellite, I don't know if that's something that the consumer will pay for. I don't know if it's a need for most today. I know in the rural environment, for some, it will be a need. I know for first responders that are going to be on T priority, it's very likely going to be a need. But first, we have to see if Starlink, SpaceX, if they can get it to launch at the higher power to make it work as intended. If not, it's just going to be emergency alerts and maybe some texting here and there, and that's probably going to be it. So that's just what I wanted to talk about here in this video. This is a bit of a risk, in my opinion, going to AI RAN and everything else that he's discussing. So during Mobile World Congress, Las Vegas, the expert highlighted its decision to go with 5G SA in 2020 had paid dividends, praising the network for being able to get most out of their latest smartphones alongside the advanced enterprise use cases outlined during his keynote at the event. And they're going to further drive those use cases. They're going to really compete in that space. With the 5G core and all the spectrum that they have on air, they want to monetize. They're going to compete there. They're going to compete there very, very aggressively. However, he noted the move to standalone was not trivial at all. Adding many operators around the world are struggling to go there because it means changing out the core. It's just going to require further investment. Not a big deal. The core is heart of every network, and if you go in and change it, that's a big effort we did, and now it pays off. Although not willing to divulge the surprises it has in store for 2025 from a network technology standpoint, he claimed T-Mobile would be the first in the U.S. to offer 5G advanced features. I mean, that's just a natural progression. You already have the 5G standalone core at scale, right? You beat your competitors to it. You swapped out any old core, and you're adding in new cores. So 5G SA is just part of the evolution of technology, if you will. So not really a big achievement in my book. It plans to hit the button on some elements by the end of 2024 before increasing these in 2025. And of course, once you again move the network and you move the needle to the next technology, you're going to have device support to support all those technologies. So consumers are going to be behind again in some ways, shape, or form. So here, Edwardson cited plans to activate L4S technology to optimize video experience and 5G reduced capability, RedCap technology for compatible IoT devices. Again, further technologies that are going to be added in. Other areas being worked on, including much type satellite services. I think it's overhyped, just my thoughts. And interest for starting to optimize the RAN with more AI in it. Again, that's the risk. That's the risky part, in my opinion. Though Edwardson noted the latter would probably be a bit further out in 2025, maybe 2026. Again, talking about AI in the RAN. That's going to be future technology. That's going to be a future technology that you're going to use to develop the network for 6G and so on and so forth. Other areas being worked on, we just went over that. So you can see the full interview here. You click there. Like I said, I'm going to watch it too. Haven't seen it yet, but I just thought I'll talk about the article. So interesting, right? It's interesting moves by T-Mobile. So if this is going to go the way that it's been going, T-Mobile should be the first to 6G. So T-Mobile is moving the technology forward, and they're telling us they're going to do it with not Open RAN, but AI RAN, right? They're not even talking about Open RAN. They're talking about AI RAN. So AT&T has fully committed to Open RAN with the Ericsson move. And it looks like with Verizon's new CTO, they're also committing to Open RAN. T-Mobile is still saying Open RAN is not what they want to do. They want to do the traditional thing, but yet they want to do AI RAN. That's a risk, in my opinion. But again, some good pieces to pull out, right? They're moving forward with technology, and they want to do 5G advanced this year, and it's going to lead to a better optimized network, and it should be a better performing network for the consumer on the user end. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. If you're new, follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.